One of the coolest things that I think movie theaters have done in quite a while is what Regal Cinema is doing for Halloween. They're running a promo that's called 31 Screams on Screen for the entire month of October. And pretty much the gist of it is each day a new movie, and every movie is only $9. It costs you a $9 ticket to get into a movie, which is absolutely unheard of. And obviously all the movies are Halloween themed. They kind of break it up week by week, but I think it's a great idea, and I'd never heard of it. Maybe they were doing it in the past, but as far as I know, this is the only time they've done it, and I think they could definitely add this into other holidays or other genres. Like Christmas obviously has plenty of movies that could fit this script. I think even Thanksgiving might have quite a few movies, if you really think about it, that you could easily get 30 of those. And then the big one, which probably doesn't come to mind at first for most people, but I would say summertime. You got 3 whole months, 90 days. How many coming of age, high school, college age kids movies revolve around the summertime, revolve around vacations? Maybe it's more a traditional American style, but it's a very wide genre, and I think if they take what they're doing with Halloween right now, the 31 Screams on Screen, you could easily apply this to, I want to say, 9 months out of the year. I'm going to go ahead and post a schedule for the 31 Screams on Screen right now of all 31 dates of all 31 movies. So take a look at it. In my personal opinion, week 4 is undoubtedly going to be the best for just quality of movie. So let's take a look. So it's called The Monster Mash, and it takes place on October 22nd until the 28th. So that first day we got The Invisible Man from 1933, The Wolf Man from 1941, Dracula from 1931, Frankenstein also from 1931, Creature from the Black Lagoon 1954, The Mummy from 1932, and then finally Bride of Frankenstein from 1935. Maybe I'm a boomer, maybe I'm old school, but these look so incredibly fascinating to me. I've definitely seen bits and pieces, 5 minutes, 10 minutes from a few of these movies, but I've never sat down and watched them all in their entirety. I want to say they range from anywhere between an hour to an hour and a half. So these are not long movies at all, but I think it's not about the length. I think it's about the quality of just getting immersed by the screenplay, by the costumes, by the dialogue. And it's just timeless. These are timeless stories. So I've already gone ahead and bought tickets to, I believe, 2 of them. And that was Dracula from 1931, and then the very next day, Frankenstein, 1931 as well. So I got those. They're in the chamber. They're loaded. I'm also considering Creature from the Black Lagoon from 1954. Haven't bought that ticket yet. I don't really know that story too well. Obviously, I know he's a classic, but if I'm not too horror movie out by those 2 days of Dracula and Frankenstein, I'll probably do Creature from the Black Lagoon. So that one's kind of a coin flip. And then the fourth and final one that I was considering seeing was the very next day, and that's The Mummy from 1932. That's I love the Brendan Fraser one, and obviously I know it's not really the same thing. I know they kind of took creative liberties on that one, but just to see the OG from 1932 in theaters on the big screen, I think that'd be awesome. So if you're looking at that schedule, the 4 that I want to go to would be all 4 days in a row. Definitely seen Dracula and Frankenstein. Creature from the Black Lagoon, I'm probably going to say is a coin flip. And then The Mummy, more likely than not, I am going to go see it, even though I might be a little scary movied out by then. But, I mean, how many times do I have the opportunity to do something like this? Bride of Frankenstein, not really into it. Don't really want to see this one. But side note, the one that's coming out in March or April of 2026 with Christian Bale, that one actually looks pretty solid. So I'll probably see that one, but not this 1935 one. And then the other 2, The Invisible Man and The Wolf Man. Unfortunately, I'm working late those days. I don't even have the opportunity to even think about seeing those. I would see The Wolf Man, I'll be honest. If I had an open schedule, I would see that one. But Invisible Man, that's another coin flip where I don't necessarily have to see it. So take a look at that schedule. Like I said, week 4, they deemed it the Monster Mash. I think, in my opinion, that'll be the best week. So I'm definitely going to be shelling out some cash for that. And the only other movie on this entire 31 movie list that I had any interest in was The Exorcist from 1973. It was in theaters on October 18th, and unfortunately I was working late that day as well, and I was just, by the time I kind of put two and two together, I was like, dang, I really wanted to see that, because I have seen it before, and I really like it. I'll talk about my stance on scary movies in a second, but that one I really did enjoy, and to see it in theaters I think would have been really special, but I couldn't make it work, so that was kind of an L on my part. But after seeing this list and it kind of coming to my attention, it just kind of brought up some questions that I kind of had to myself. So should they do this every year? And if they do, should they keep the movies the same, or should they rotate what movies they include? Like, should they bring in some more Jason, Freddy, Pennywise, Michael Myers, do a little heavier on that, or maybe, go in different directions? I think they have plenty of different options. Are you planning on seeing any of these? Or maybe have you already gone to a few? Like I said, I still haven't. I wanted to see The Exorcist. I missed out on that chance, but the Monster Mash, I'm definitely going in to clock in to watch some of those. And I should have prefaced this video with this statement, but I'm not a horror movie guy at all. I actually have a very low tolerance, but if it's done right with a great story and solid acting, then I can be on board. And that's kind of what I meant with The Exorcist. And I think it's a little bit more found in older horror movies than current day movies, but I think it's an amazing idea. I'm going to partake a little bit. Let me know, how did you guys find out about this? I saw it through a TikTok. So let me know what you think. Let me know what movies you're going to go see. And please drop a comment. Peace out.